So you want to complete the Blacksmith challenge. Well, let me show you one way to get it done. What's going on, friends? Welcome back to the channel. Fanatic here, and in this episode we're going to attempt to complete the Blacksmith challenge. So this has to be by far probably the hardest challenge of all of them, simply because it takes so much time to create all the items that we need, plus we've got to battle the various elements such as the hostilities, the tribes, and other things that bite and sting you. So there's a couple of different strategies you could probably take to win this challenge. Alright, so my strategy is going to be to create some of the simple items such as a campfire. We're going to need a lot of campfires, to be honest with you. We want them to burn down so that we can get the campfire ash out of it. And then I'm going to go over to the flipped over to Jeep to get the canteen, the painkillers, and eventually over to the boat dock. Over there we have some coal, charcoal, and by the time we get all that done, we'll be ready to get the campfire ash from our campfire that is hopefully burned out. So we need a lot of resources. We need tons of wood, we need a lot of campfire ash, we need a lot of coal in order to get this done in time. All I'm doing right now is I know that this vein will disappear if I don't get it, and because none of the other weapons are really good against it, I'm going to go ahead and get an obsidian axe, get this out of there. If we go ahead and get it now, it will unlock the forge blueprint, which we're going to need later on as well. Alright, so that's what we need. I'm going to go ahead and drop that off here. We don't need to carry it around. And let's go out here and get, let's get some of these basic items like the mullen area. So we've created 2 weak spears. We've got enough wood to create a campfire, and I've harvested part of the palm leaves that we will use to create a bed. Go ahead and get ourselves a hand drill crafted up so we can start this.
Bitch! Oh, yes.
And hopefully by the time we get back from later on going to the boat docks, that will have been close to burning out. I'm going to put a bed right here. I found me some lilies, so I'm going to go ahead and craft up a lily bandage so we can just really get this out of the way. Another thing to keep in mind is it's important to keep up with your carbohydrates. So honey is one of my favorite items to gather because it doesn't expire. Let's head over to where the flipped over Jeep is now and get the canteen and the painkillers. If I see an animal, I might actually take him out, like this capybara right here. We will need some meat later on. It's not necessary right at the moment, but alright, so we're over at the flipped over Jeep. There's going to be a source of honey up here as well, and it'll always come back, or hopefully it'll come back a couple of times, at least in the context of the game. And so we'll get our canteen and we'll get all these other things like candy bars, and there might be some other items along this area, particularly mushrooms, and we only need okay, so we've got what we need to finish up our bedding, or we should have, with some despair. I will go ahead and stub out another campfire. Up front, we can typically drink this water without getting parasites a couple of times. I'm going to take that gamble. It's not always guaranteed. He doesn't necessarily like it, but it will at least keep him hydrated until we get something to boil water with. So we're going to head on over to where the boat docks are, and over there we can get aluminum cans, and we can get what else is there? There is some charcoal, and that's really kind of all we need to sort of get a jump start on some of this. Now we could hit all the other places, like the aircraft, the downed aircraft, the aircraft crash. You'll have some campfire ash over there. Got to be careful of a rattlesnake. There is one somewhere on this hill as we go down, and if we're not paying attention, he will strike at us. I think he's over there, so I'm going to leave him alone. There's some there. I will grab them without trying. Alright, as I'm coming over the top of this hill, heading over to where the the bamboo forest is, there is typically a snake, and got to be careful of him. We're going to be running, I didn't really mean to harvest him, but we're going to be running around in this area quite a bit. So over here I can cross the river. There's also some peacock bass if you need some source of protein. We're going to go ahead, let's see, we're going to harvest some bamboo to make bamboo spears and replace my weak spears with those bamboo spears. Alright, so I'm going to follow along the bank here because there's a couple of sources of honey. I want to grab them as well. So we can see we'll head over to the boat ramp, and there's going to be some coal, which is really the most important thing to get, right here in the burnout campfire area. And then there's going to be some other food items up here. I might not have enough room to carry all of them, so I'm going to eat some stuff so that I can rearrange all those items. We'll go ahead, and another important item is the empty cans here. Let's go ahead and eat that so we get an empty can and we can take it. Let's see where we are on. If we wanted to, we could take a nap, but I think I want to head on back to our new home because we got a lot of stuff to do. So that's all we want, and let's go on back. Alright, so we made it back. Let's go ahead and take in some of these items that we know we're going to need. Alright, so we got a lot of stuff. Let's go ahead and drop it off. We can see that and I'm going to go out here and get some more wood to make that second fire with, and let the first one burn out. Oh, damn, where'd he come from? Alright, so is there any more? Alright, so let's trade out one of our spears for his spear. Let's also harvest him, because we'll use his bones for bone armor. Alright, so I don't know if we got enough or not, but I know that we're going to need some of these bigger logs, and my first fire is about to burn out. I'm going to have to take a nap anyways, or eat something. Actually, I'm going to have to take a nap probably. So I'm going to carry some of these logs in here. Alright, did we get our meat? Yeah, our meat was cooked, so let's go ahead and take that campfire ash, get that coal. We're not going to have enough energy to start up this second fire. Go ahead and let him sleep over a little bit. Alright, so we got us a little bit of sleep. Let's go ahead and get this second fire going. And now let's get this food on the fire. Okay, we will eat. Let's see where we are on the protein. Yeah, let's go ahead and eat this one piece of cooked meat. All right, so we got a lot of provisions. We're on day 2 now, so we've got to get started on some stuff. So what I'm going to do is clear out an area where I want to build my first charcoal furnace. Alright, I don't think I got the blueprint yet, so let me go and pick up some mud. And just throw it right back down, and that should give us the blueprints we need, I think. So we'll put a charcoal. I think we'll be able to get past that. So that's going to be our where we're going to put our charcoal furnace, and then we'll put our mud mixer over here. Put our mud mixer there. We'll go ahead and start working on building this. Let's check our meat. Alright, now with our mud mixer created, we can start working on mud so that we can make our charcoal furnace. Now let's go ahead and let's get started on our mud mixer. Now that we got the mud brick, let's get started on the furnace itself. Now we've got to fill this thing up with wood before we can set it on fire. So we'll grab our meat and let's go chop down and gather a lot more trees. Begin working on this, and then whatever's remaining we will add over here.
Son of a bitch! Oh, yes. Oh, yes!
I'm going to go ahead and get some rope because the next thing we want to work on will be our bone armor. Alright, so we loaded it up. Let's see if we can get it lit. I don't...
Yes!
Okay. Alright, so not much we can do until we create a forge. So I'm going to start working on that about right in this area. So we're going to have... Alright, so we'll get one forge situated right here. We should have that blueprint available to us because we already harvested some iron in the iron vein. If you remember at the very beginning, we harvested that. It was like one of the first things I did. So we can go ahead and get started on this, but we're not going to be able to finish this because we don't have any campfire ash. But I don't know how many fires we're on at the moment. I've got a campfire that should be about to burn out over here. Oh wow! Oh, I ate while I was dirty. Dang, I forgot to clean my hands. So I got parasites, and I haven't seen any of the yellow the orange mushrooms. Oh, there's some right there, so we got lucky. Okay, so it gave me... Okay, that was stupid. It gave me parasites again, so it canceled out because I'm still dirty. Let me wash myself off and kind of learn from that. Alright, now let's try it. Parasites are gone. Except I got a leech somewhere. Alright, with our bone armor created, we can go ahead and start putting it on. Alright, so we got our first forge created, but it's not going to do us much good until we get some charcoal to work with. I think in order to get it lit, you might need to fill it up with 8 charcoal, and I don't have that many yet. Well, actually, I don't know. Let's check and see. No, I take that back. We do. We've got just enough, so let's go ahead and get it started, and we can start melting the aluminum. Now, had we not gone to the boat docks, that wouldn't be the case. Still, I'm not going to be able to get it started because I don't have enough energy, but what I can do is I can create